you know, Arkangel were not able to do that in the previous game. But let's find out right now as we go into the next game of the series. Game number 2 here. And it's Bren versus Arkangel. Can they come back and take us to a 1-1? Or will Bren's preferred map, or probably even favorite map, Haven, be a 2-0?
Honestly, I'm a big fan of Josh S, but I love him more when he is going to be on that raise or something a little bit more aggro, like we said. But I think he just has to adjust to it. But right now, that gives us this one thing, this one statement, the win condition for Arkangel. I mean, win conditions are more for, you know,
shut down
for MOBAs and shot. I mean, obviously, but again, in a team perspective, they have to be able to work off of the flashes that Josh S puts out, because I think like he works for his own flash, and that's not the best, because if you get a flash, it's nice and all, it's 2 seconds, but as you're trying to push out, as you're trying to punish your opponents, they might be already ready for you. So someone has to be faster than that. Someone on your team has to peek out faster than you do. And that's where we're going to have to try to see Josh S pop off with the rest of Arkangel.
I feel like the double initiator actually is a little bit of an oversight on the part of Arkangel in terms of drafting. I don't feel like you need a double initiator, especially against Bren, because they're always initiating you. Because they're always pushing you. They're always trying to look at this. So that's a complex.
That is the longest dart.
That is a complex dart. That is such a, that took a while, man.
I like it because, like, the longer it goes, the more you try to think that maybe they're on still an A.
Is it here? Is it here? No, it's going to be C, where Bren are heading right now. Borkum trying to entry for his team. That's going to be the flash. He flashes in for his team and himself. Bren, dubstep, nice kill right there. Shock dart to follow onto Johan. And the C side will definitely be controlled now by Bren. Spike goes down.
Spike goes down, and that's still 5-man strong here. They're going to be able to set their footing as they actually have extra seconds to play that post plant as well. This is going to be pretty bad as Dubstep comes out for the hunt. Dispenser as well, and this is just going to put them in very much harm's way. Able to still dash out there with a tailwind, and Dubstep baits him in. Here comes Borkum with the rotate, with the help as well, as they have definitely been spotted by the entirety of Bren. So Arkangel, they either have to force this and hit those shots, or else just say goodnight and just go home and try to play that second round. Josh S with the flash out, but it's not going to be enough as Borkum is too quick with his feet.
Man, Tricks and Tricks and Swarly, our analysts and Mika, they pointed out something amazing. Bren, they feel this map. It's organic to them. It's natural. This was said by Bren, obviously by Gibo, and they were absolutely right. Everything falls into place. That lurk by Dispenser towards mid, right after they got that plant, they just feel this map. It's natural to them, and it's a sight to see, quite honestly.
To be fair, Bren has lost to teams in Thailand like Attack against Attack All Around. What was it? Myth, made in Thailand multiple times, if not dozens, on Haven. So they definitely have learned their lesson here when they were playing those international tournaments.
Well, I think that's a challenge, isn't it? How to beat the other really strong countries in the region, because teams like Thailand, they've been going at these FPS games for a very, very long time. And it's a lot about trying to catch up to them, I think. But let's talk about catching up as Arkangel try to do the same thing onto Bren here. It's a site, a retake. They don't have a lot to work with, but maybe they can close off some angles. Maybe they can get a few exit frags here, as it's going to be entries onto site already. Johan gets one, but Borkum gets his third right now, looking for the fourth. He has the fast of everybody else, only on a pistol. And he gets that 4K right there for that round. And yet again, Borkum will get that quad kill to bring us into 2-0.
Well, there he goes, and there he comes. That's just going to be a really straightforward round. Not really much they could do there, rather than just try to brute force their way onto the A side. But with that, look at Dubstep already on the operator, and this is where he really loves to go for those. Granted, though, I believe Dubstep did not get much value when they were on the attacking side on Haven, on the sniper. It's more on the it's more on the other side that they try to make that work when he's defending. But we'll try to see as he goes in for that long. We'll spot out more. And look at that simultaneous kills onto the C long. Dubstep and Ching take down PBD and Johan. Doppelgangers, beware.
That was really nice here, but that was just the run it back right there. He actually gets that kill onto Carl. Oh my god, how? And
One
Borkum,
enemy remaining.
he just keeps on going. He's a machine.
And Borkum is just unstoppable. He's, like, again, he's unleashed.
Spike planted.
He's been, I keep saying this, he's been feeling that Phoenix. Now Nazmi is going to be on the other end of the stick here. He's going to have to try to maybe hold this Phantom in his own hands. You're hearing a lot of the footsteps here, but that is, I think, a little bit of a bait just to kind of make him a little bit more afraid here. And he repositions onto the right side of B. I think he's going to be able to save the weapon, but that's just as much as he can do. Maybe he can find Dubstep and steal the operator for PBD, but it's way too far and way too well guarded as well.
Yeah, really now.
Borkum's in the hut.
They really want to find this guy. And they're backing him up from across the map, by the way, with that recon dart.
Yeah, that was from C-Long.
Yeah. To know all those lineups, you expect no less from Bren, obviously. These guys know what they're doing, and they've been doing it so well for so long now. Dubstep, though, on that op has been, and to say the least, a little bit underwhelming so far. But you know what, us old boys, we take a while to get warmed up.
I mean, you're older, so you take a while to get warmed up. So.
I just take longer, but we all take a while. Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Well, let's just say that Dubstep, he's one of us old boys. Okay. So
all right.
he takes a minute. Takes a minute to get there, but when he does, boy, does he do. What?
To do. Ooh, Nazmi coming outside of Sewer. That aggressive peek, it was a risk, but a risk paid off. It's going to be pretty good for them, but this is still Arkangel with the, obviously, save by, and they're just kind of just saving or changing up weapons, and it's a good idea to actually give it to the hands of Josh S rather than PBD, because Josh S has been, I think, the more consistent of the two. Still, that will not stop Bren here from trying to challenge every single nook and cranny that they can. Nazmi, though, will be able to spot out some information as Borkum comes outside of Sewer. Yet still, it's not yet to be had. And I do like this double cross. If Borkum comes in here without a flash, he's going to get destroyed. Gotta be careful.
That's another opportunity to go towards A, but they will not actually take it. It's pretty much a fake here. And they are pretty much falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. As Borkum, little bit of a misplay, I think. He peeks into 3 players and surrenders a Vandal to PBD. Fortunately for Bren, they will be heading towards C, which will be left completely vacant here. Only one player, and that's going to be Carl here. He's going to be towards this garage. He gets the spike planter, though, so that's already good here. And Bren, they're on the back foot by a mile, 2-4.
Ching is on the backside here, and he is just a turret once again. Dubstep, the combination too real. And Ching repositions, okay. That's going to be pretty difficult here for Josh S, but if somebody can try to make it work, it's going to be the young blood of Arkangel. Into the corner he goes, but Ching is tucking himself in. Josh S gets the clutch. Dubstep still has the cross, but this might provide a little bit of cover. Peeks out, perfect! Josh S just knows how to do it with that breach mechanic.
What was that shot from Josh S? Dubstep left shocked. He just got his world rocked right there from long range. Dubstep gets taken down, surrenders the op in a round that Arkangel had no business winning. There were quite a few mistakes here. Let's talk. First of all, Borkum going down, giving up that Vandal, made that all happen. And right after that, though, there was an amazing play, a really good play by Ching and Dubstep. The moment Ching gets that kill towards the back of site, he teleports onto the site itself where he knows that the cross can be secured by Dubstep and him. Dubstep was watching the left and Ching was watching the right. So in those couple of seconds, they managed to set up a crossfire almost immediately. And that was such a beautiful play. But in the end, it came down to Josh S just hitting his shots.
If I may also add, honestly, I think the real MVP there, even if Josh S clutched it, was definitely Carl. Because he timed that perfectly. He wasn't smoked out of garage, but that was because that's a kill tube for him if he tries to push out at the wrong enough time. But he knew as soon as he didn't spot anybody on the platform that he can get that one up against Jesse Bash. And he really allowed that kill of him for that his teammates could have rotated and gone to C and at least have less to work with. If they did not have to deal with Jesse Bash, that means that they didn't have to deal with the recon dart as well. And now looking at this one, Dispenser taking a little bit of damage, but still no foothold to be had. Although we do hear a ultimate coming out. Where is that? I believe it's going to be on the A side with nobody defending from Arkangel, so that's going to be the retake for them. And it's going to be a difficult one because it's still going to be the 5 versus 5 with Borkum, as you can see, still playing on mid.
Oh, and that's the lurk here from Borkum. He gets taken down, though. It's a quick trade-up. Important kill to find. And the 5v5 retake, you know, it's always dangerous to give up A and retake A because one of the more difficult sites to retake in the game. They're happy to do it. Dubstep, though, in this corner is unaffected by anything coming his way. Has the knives out right now. Still, the patience to get 1, to get 2. That's Dubstep with 2 to the face right now. Has to find 2 more. He's been phenomenal so far. Can he get it? He gets another. And Dubstep, he'll clutch the round. Dubstep, what have you done here? He gets Bren 4-1 with a 4-man kill clutch.
Oh, he just keeps doing that again and again and again. How does he do this? Dubstep with the 4K as well as the save. Oh my goodness. Individual players just showing up for Bren there. Arkangel, they might have to second guess about giving up a whole entire side and playing for retake. I mean, it's a risky play as well. You'd have to flush out the corners, and it's not the easiest thing in the world, especially when Dubstep can perform like that.
My God. You know, you make these. I realize something really about Bren, man. You make them mad, and they will wreck you in the most fantastical way possible. I'm just in awe at how they can consistently make these rounds happen. Just the amount of ability and game presence and you know, just how good these players are.
We're stuttering because it's just amazing to us. We are only mortals, and these guys are on a whole different spectrum. They might have come from Olympus or something, man, because these, I mean, it's just too much for us to even fathom. In any case, though, Borkum, again, nice little use on this wall. He's going to be able to split up the angle here, but he's not going to be pushing it out. And look at that. They spot him, but it's not going to be an aggressive peek out once again. Ooh, okay, I like that little pre-fire that could have taken the head out of one of these. And he's played this perfectly. He's able to hold off 3 members of Arkangel as the rest of Bren go to C. Borkum, the timings on this man just allows him to put so much pressure. And as Johan comes out, C is locked down.
Carl gonna get that kill with that shock dart, though. It's gonna be a retake once more. Arkangel have not had a lot of time to spike. Oh no, this could have been a big mistake.
10 seconds
Ching
left.
finally realizes he has to spike. He has to drop it even if he dies, and he's happy to take that trade. But this has turned on its head. Carl, with that big misplay, they have made things possible here. And he's going to be sticking to defuse. No, he's not. And that's a victory here for Arkangel. What on earth just happened? And that's going to be a Playzilla Black. That's a thrifty right here. Oh my God. Wow.
How did it even happen? But Carl definitely kind of dipping his toes there in the support pool as he's able to get a couple of kills with the help of PBD. And this is what we're kind of looking for right now. Josh S is awake, but PBD is starting to heat up as well as he is adding to the needed firepower that Arkangel is surely kind of missing here, especially when Bren goes in for those post-plant scenarios. PBD will be on the operator right now as he gets peeked out by Borkum, but sit down, son. PBD comes to play in, and they're going to challenge him once again as Jesse Bash is going to be peeking out as well. Nowhere to run, but of course he got the updraft. He's still being chased down and forced to use both the updraft and the tailwind. How does Bash even know? Or maybe he was tagged, I don't know.
Maybe, but what we do know for certain is that Arkangel, they're making things happen right now. They're making it possible. You know, they have suffered crushing defeats here. They suffered a crushing defeat in the first game, lost a few rounds in a row. Dispenser misses an opportunity. And Arkangel, they're still hanging on.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
That's only going to be Ching to try to make something happen, but here coming in from all cylinders, from all angles. How do you even try to deal with that? It's like Pac-Man. It's like the ghosts in Pac-Man. You're going to have to try to get away from them. You're going to have to find the magic fruit, but there's no magic fruit for Ching, and he gets devoured with Arkangel bringing it back to the 4-3. We saw that Bren is going to perform exceedingly well here. They have, though, but it's Arkangel also pushing back, which is, again, the best thing right now for them because they have to get these rounds as they're still on the defending side.
PBD has the op. Stepping up to the plate, try to take a swing at it, but I don't know. He's been a little bit underwhelming on the op so far. Maybe he can prove us wrong again. I kind of like PBD as entry, honestly. Maybe just to go for aggressive plays, aggressive peaks, see what he does with it. But this time he's not even going for anything aggressive, just holding C, which is a story on its own. But Borkum with a run it back here, looking to get onto site. Dispenser helps him out. That's going to be one kill towards A, but Nasmi is right there to bring it back here. That's Dispenser getting that follow-up. No, it's Josh S. And that's going to be quick trades right now for the side of Bren. PBD, the only one left standing. The knives now coming up for Dubstep. So, excuse me, for PBD instead. And it's a 2v1. The spike not going down, not getting planted just yet. They're waiting for something to happen. They're baiting information. And PBD still is waiting for them to go cross and take a look at the spike. It's finally recovered. Oh no, the pulse, it gives away his position. Now they're trapped though, but there's still time for this mistake here. PBD has to play it smart, and look at the patience here from Bren. He's panicking right now. PBD has no information. Bren is giving him nothing.
They're gonna hear the spike being planted down, but PBD has still yet to get any foothold whatsoever. Maybe he's gonna go for the boost here, but no, he's just gonna peek out of the corner. Gets tagged down to 85, and this has just become from difficult to impossible for PBD, but maybe he can pull something out of the hat as he goes in for that play. Doesn't spot anyone, but it's a twofer. He has to go for the quick flicks, but it's not going to work out. And Brent comes in once again with the fury onto the A side and with the control and the post-plant success for them. And that's definitely going to go a little bit deeper into their pockets as they are going to be able to force or full buy once again. But Arkangel can do the same because they won a couple of rounds. PBD still in the operator, but he has to make this work. We've only seen him get a kill once, and that was in the mid when Borkum was going for the dry peak. But A and C have yet to find any results.
Yeah, and like I said, PBD right now on this op towards C, it's very underwhelming. I'd like to see some more aggressive plays on this defensive side here. And Dubstep with those opening picks just makes life so much easier for Bren here. He gets that opening shot, makes things easier towards A, and that's going to signal the hit. No hesitation. And as I say that, they slow down and stop. They wait for the owl drone, of course.
They're not going to get the aggressive push on Johan.
Blocking sight.
Since they're going to maybe fake an A here because they don't want to lose too many people, or they're looking for somebody who will try to straggle, but you can really see Arkangel with the plays here and not. It's going to be Ching to go in for C, and he's on top of the case as of the moment. He's going to spot out the one, and Ching is beautiful, able to get that one. He's going to be able to also allow his members to successfully claim the C site, and Carl just runs away. Is there an ultimate? Is there a Hunter's Fury to shut them down? Looks like no, and Dubstep off the flank. He's alone, but he still gets the result as he spots off Johan. This is going to be a 2 versus 4, and it's going to be difficult.
PBD once again getting another kill, but decides against it. It's not worth it to risk the operator and that Odin, two of the most expensive guns in the game. They will definitely not give that up, so probably just save it for the next round instead if they can still stay alive right now. As the spike tick-tocking away, and we'll be definitely around here for Bren. 6-3 halftime. It's not so bad for Arkangel. Definitely better than we've seen in the first game. But still, Bren, you know, they're looking like they're starting to get heated themselves.
You know what I think could be like a super big brain play that I'm pretty sure it's not going to be effective every single time? If you have a Sage here, Vash does the shock darts at the back of the A main area, or sorry, the A side area.
Yeah.
And you boost yourself on top of that. So you dodge the damage of the shock dart, and you're in an off angle where people won't be able to anticipate you. It's super risky because you're exposed. and your wall's not going to last forever, and the timing has to be perfect. But I feel like that's going to be something fancy that we might see somebody try to pull off. Definitely not us. Maybe not even here, but I mean, obviously because we don't have a Sage, but would be fun to see.
I think so. I mean, like, if you oh, before we get to that, Recon does not spot PBD, who wanted to get a closer look towards C Long. Borkum, nice flash from Josh S. And this is what I like about how Josh S plays this right now. You never really know where he's going to go with it. He just might peek you and just absolutely wreck you at any single time right now. But Hunter's Fury coming out towards the back of sight will not be able to get a kill off of the back of it, but it is still more control now being attempted by the side of Bren.
We've been doing these follow the shock dart camera games for a while now because we're seeing a lot of lineups that Jesse Bash has kind of put out. This is the thing, right? Jesse Bash, he went to school, man. He's got a PhD in SOFA mechanics.
I agree. He just knows all the angles and the lineups. It's just been amazing to watch him. I mean, how much time do you have to spend learning them? Because not only do you have to learn them, you also have to invent them, and I think that takes a lot of time. Yeah, you gotta find the right angles, make sure it's consistent, you know, make sure you can hit it every single time, and then practice it so that you can hit it every single time. And Nasby, one person here remaining on this A side to fend off the wave of Bren, will not be able to get anything because Jesse Vash is diligent in checking the corners this time. Dubstep will win against PBD in that AWP battle. And Josh S looking for an opening, almost lines them up, but Dubstep quick on the trigger. As Carl now looking to bait that shot here. Has the ultimate right now, but will he get close enough? We'll wait for the right opportunity to use it. Oh, he spots him. Knows it has to be a fake here. So he's waiting for another push, another peek right now, but Dubstep waiting in the corner! And that's 3 kills for him to find that round for Bren. The patience onto Dubstep, man.
Can we get a replay on that?
That was sexy.
Because, like, the Dubstep just kind of came out, like, straight walk up on A long and flicked to the right and hit Carl on the head straight up.
Yeah.
We need a replay real quick on that, please, if we can.
I think that was really good. For me, that was the timing. Because I think for me, it was the timing. Like, he times the fuse, right? He wants to know, he's like, oh, okay, he should be defusing any second now, so let's go ahead and peek. But the reactions were just too good in the end. Dubstep will get another kill right there. Rather, that was Borkum. And rotations now coming in from B towards C here, just leaving one player though. And they're doing a double man stack towards Garage.
They still had to really push up here just for the moment. Oh, threat play? Nazmi was, sorry, not Nazmi, but Dispenser was able to push through. This is one of his specialties. As of the moment, he's able to clear the entirety of the site, and he's seen the short. He's seen the site. There's no one there. Probably one guy can just look at A long and make sure that nobody is on the corner, but for the moment, Dispenser is locked and loaded onto this A, and this is going to allow Bren to just push in. Now, there's a lot of people already being pulled back by Arkangel as they haven't heard on C or B for about a good 20 seconds. And with that updraft, we should see more movement for Arkangel. Try to go for this A already. But here's the thing. They have to learn right now that they cannot just come in from their own side. They have to go for the pincer here, and that's why you're seeing PBD as well as Carl try to pinch onto mid, and maybe PBD coming in from long. But it's going to be risky, and they don't really have enough time.
Yeah, definitely not. Have to make a decision soon. It is do or die retake situation as we're closer and closer. But that's going to be the Rolling Thunder deployed right now. Borkum in a tough spot. He's got to be taken down right now. PBD gets a good kill in right there, but nice one from Dubstep from up above to actually land that shot here. Won't find any more, and Jesse Vash left all alone. Will not be able to do anything as Arkangel finds a 7-4 scoreline. Time 2 seconds away, and they were just fine.
They were fine. That was just beautiful from them. They threw out every single smoke, every single Rolling Thunder that they had in the arsenal just to make freaking sure that Bren could not answer. And it's a good investment because they're able to get that round win, especially with Josh S on the forefront there, as well as PBD shutting down Borkum through the run it back. Now to 7-5 with lots of the members of Bren not having their ultimates. So this is Arkangel's chance to stabilize and look at a 7-5 before we go into the second half.
And one more round here. If you get that pistol on the next round, if we go to 7-5, a pistol round win for Arkangel would mean a tie. So we could be seeing a 7-7 very, very soon. But they'll definitely need to win this. PBD holding that tight pixel angle here on towards A. No off on the other side, however. So we'll see how they decide to go ahead and peek this right now. Dubstep coming in from the side, looking to swing. Maybe he'll get him off guard. PBD, though, he needs to hit the shot. And he does not. He tailwind forward. And that was a little bit of a misplay again from PBD. And this happens way too often, actually.
I was looking at the chat real quick, and people are still kind of like, did he flick? Did he pre-aim? The one play with Dubstep with the clutch. Yeah. In any case, though, yeah, PBD, I believe he kind of misplayed on the dash, so that was just to his fault there. But now it's going to be, beautiful, the Carl pinch as well as PBD coming in from the corner. It's not going to be enough because he only had the Bulldog. And here we go, let's try to 7-5.
And that's 2 rounds away. That was the scoreline we were looking for. 2 kills, excuse me, 2 rounds separates these teams currently. And we're finally going to be seeing the offensive side right now here of Arkangel. And this is where they struggled previously in the previous map. And against Bren, who are honestly phenomenal defenders. This is what really they excel at, holding this defensive, not playing dynamically. This is where they shine, especially on Haven. This might not look so good for Arkangel.
7 seconds before they get started. I don't know how they're going to try to, what strategies they're going to employ in this one.
Revealing
But from the looks of it, they're just going to go for the standard, feel out the map a little bit, get that mid control, and try to see if there's going to be someone. Nice little tags there, and a couple of, I think, extra damage. Not really, but still, though, they do at least have some information. 2 on Sewer. With Arkangel, what do they try to decide after that? It seems like they're going to try to maybe go for the C here, as there's a lot, if not all the bodies for Arkangel situated on that C long.
It's looking like an execute here for Arkangel, and this is what they do. I think a lot of the time they go for these straight up hits right now, but Dispenser, he's going to get 1 before he goes down, and that's going to be C in their control, in their possession. How Ching up close, he finds 1 as well, but Nasmi's quick on the trade. And Borkum and Jesse Vash, the only players left standing. Borkum will wait a little bit before he gets too close. He will be forced to wait as well.
Spike planted.
But that's the spike planted now in this 2v3. What did Jesse Vash do? Flash coming in. He blinds all 3 members of Bren. Only gets 1, and here comes another flash. Flashes his teammate, but it's still enough. Borkum with the perfect usage of utility to get his team up ahead.
And the aim as well. Jesse Bash was supposed to push through short, or rather to their spawn, but he decided, let's just push this together, Borkum. You have the utilities, so might as well make that work out, especially that you got the 3-for that one. Why not? And it works phenomenally, if not flawlessly, for Bren there as they try to go for that retake. I honestly thought Arkangel had it in the bag, but, I mean, there's a little bit of surprise still left in the pockets, the arsenal that Borkum carries.
What a round right there from Borkum. Yet again, keeping his team ahead. 3 rounds now is their advantage, and it's looking like it's going to be 4.
Revealing area.
What's the response here from Arkangel? Yet again, it's another rush. They force bot on this, ladies and gentlemen. They have stingers abound, SMGs everywhere, and Borkum, can he stay alive long enough? No, but the backup is ready. Jesse Vash right there with his teammate, but from short, they have found their way towards the site. Bren now in this 2v2, Dubstep getting spotted off here. Has to go the long way around maybe. And Ching, they're going to be just waiting for the right time to strike. Waiting for the retake to commence.
This is very workable for Arkangel as they have Nazmi, who can cover the entirety of the site with his camera. He's looking both at Sewer as well as Spawn, but he knows that there's one all out already. It's going to be all up to Dubstep, all up to Nazmi, and the bullets! 1 left in the chamber, and Dubstep still clutches it out. Oh my goodness, how does Bren keep doing this? And Arkangel, they had it all in the bag. They had the crossfire, they had everything, but it still was not enough.
Look how beautiful that was. They played together from the same angle. That's usually not a good idea. That's usually not a good idea at all. But what they do is they play the trades perfectly. They go one after the other. And, and in that particular instance, in that round, just communication from them was just flawless. They sense each other. I would even wager that they might even not have been talking. They'll be like, just, yeah, let's go in. And then they'll just sort of walk in together and just get those trades. It's fundamentals for a team like Bren here. And it's showing right now in this 5-round lead that they have against Arkangel.
And, okay, what's the play? The triple onto short, the charge in from PBD, but they sniffed it out, especially with that long smoke. And the guess was right. The guess was perfect. There's nothing much I think that Arkangel could try to do here, but charge right out as Dubstep is going to be on the reload, but Boracum was waiting there. He was baiting the bait and switch, and the Prime Gaming flawless there for Bren Esports as they hit their 2-digit mark here on the second map of Haven.
And that was really nicely done, not just from Boracum to back up his teammate, but for Dubstep to stay alive. He gets flashed, he's out of position. He's most likely going to get taken down here, but he jumps around, he does that tailwind, and it was a very nice, a stylish way to survive that round and to bring things to 10-5. Boracum was so good on that reflex, though, knowing his teammate was in trouble, ready with flashes himself, and more importantly, the bullets that landed squarely on the heads of the Arkangel members. And again, a presence now coming up right here for Bren.
It seems like Arkangel are losing any amount of control in this game whatsoever, and with Jesse Bash spotting on Carl like that, it just becomes even more difficult. Boracum just uses his run it back simultaneously so that Jesse Bash's positioning as well as his control as they push back with the Hunter's Fury has even more success or even more byproduct, which is, Boracum getting kills. But for the most part, at least shutting down Carl like that, that's big because there's no more utility gathering that Arkangel can use to take a site.
Yeah. Well, 4v5 is the situation now. There is going to be a lot to do if they want to break through this defense of Bren, especially on C. What the hell is that shot from Joshua? He was mid-air and flying. Somehow he decapitates Dubstep. Oh, Ching. Nice double. That's a triple right there from Ching. 6 HP. Doesn't even matter. One person left to find, and that's Nasmi wondering what the hell just happened. They cleaned up the site, but they get cleaned up as well in response. It's going to be a tough actual clutch if Nasmi gets even close to the site right now because the spike is dropped in no man's land.
10 seconds left.
He doesn't have the time. He's got to back away.
Did you hear that? The pop shots? It's that.
Confident that they forced him away.
There, it's there again.
Oh yeah, hey. Very observant of you there, Asteroid.
They're baiting Nazmi, and you know they wanted to do that.
Yeah, they wanted to. But at least it wasn't the teabag.
It's a different kind of teabag.
It's a different teabag.
It's the audio teabag. I don't know if that.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe you're here.
But now I'm going to try it.
Maybe like a squish. I don't know. I don't know how that works out, but
now all I can hear is like squelching. Of never mind. You know what? What a round, man! My God, Ching with that bulldog, so lethal, so lethal.
Yeah, he's able to get 3 out of nowhere there as they kind of peeked him out one by one. Just goes to show that Arkangel have really yet to figure out how to shut down their opponents. 5 rounds, definitely not the easiest to take, which is great and all, but you still need that extra +8 to get to 13.
Rolling Thunder towards B. That's a little bit desperate of a play, but they're going for it anyway. Dubstep with 2. He still has the knives out. He pulls it. He makes another connection. He makes a 4th. Looking for the ace. He finds it. Yes, he gets it. Dubstep with the ace right now to get match point against Arkangel.
Match point.
The dry peek, the through the smoke, the through the flash, the quick flicks, and then the charge in. before his enemy reloads. Did he just get simultaneous situations with with consecutive 5 kills? My goodness for that ace. And we are looking, ladies and gents, at the face of danger as 2-0 is a definite possibility here for Bren. Arkangel, they tried to save up on that previous round and they bought, but they still lost. And coming in this one, they are still broke, and they definitely have to make something work out. And they're going to go for that C-long stack, but it's going to be the Ching and the Spencer diff. It's going to be stopping them in the tracks as they come in.
That's going to be a C hit right now. PBD unable to land with his blades, but he does surely get the kill with a Spectre now. Going to reveal the enemy's position, but will it matter though? Borkum, he's so aware. What was that last shot as well from him? He's so hot, like his hands at the moment. Johan takes him down 1v2, and Johan is just not going to be given a chance here, and Bren have just been putting up a clinic. Amazing game from Bren Esports up against Arkangel.
I was just going to go, ooh, that's pretty.
Defenders win.
Oh, that's a nice way to end the round, but
Yeah.
GG.
It's not done.
That's a really great game, Bren.